Alright, y'all, welcome back. Sorry I didn't post any videos last week. I was traveling around, and now I'm back. That's all that matters. So last week was really great. On the daily, last week or the week before, I talked about how calling in the all-time high, and it was a bit short of my prediction at just at 70 on the slow RSI. It hit 61. Did not see that coming so soon. I was looking at the 3 hour. There was a slow moving high on the 3 hour up to here, but I didn't think it was. I thought it was going to reset itself and then come back up. But when it went down, it just kept going down, so that's all right. But at the moment, we have a little bounce. Here is a similar behavior pattern as here. So that just confirms the new low resistance kind of losing momentum on the fast-moving RSI. It doesn't really show it reflect that, but the slow-moving RSI is more important. So with the new low here being at 16.40 and the new low here at 20.09, you know, there's a good chance it'll come back up and do a little retest, continue going down. I think it will. So I called it going down around 22,905, and that was a good little profit there, about 100% profit. I couldn't post it. It was a late night trade, and people were sleeping. So here we have another bounce. I didn't want to jump in here because what I noticed is that when it hits when it hits the actual floor, for example here, it always picks up really quickly, right? Between here and here, it'll come back down to retest like it did here, but it likely won't go back down where it came from. So continue going up, hit the top Bollinger Band. Didn't go much higher after that. But as you can see, the slow stock line is moving upwards towards the bought area, and it's a good price difference. You know, we're looking. Let's not use this ruler, but we're just looking. It's not behaving the way it should be, but like a good 63% difference on there. So I'm looking at doing another a bounce, another 63% difference. But you know, honestly, it's not over yet. There's going to be a really deep sell. Now the 6 hours at the top of its mark. Sorry, the 3 hour is at the top of its mark on this 3 hour timeline, which isn't really a good, you know, consideration. It's going to keep moving up a lot. I think max it'll hit this top Bollinger Band value at 2303 in this red upper Bollinger Band value. So the reason I say that is because on the daily, so if we look at the daily here, you know, all the retesting, you know, it should at least go past the Bollinger Band, but it doesn't. And that's really scary because on the weekly, you know, it just hits over this area at 80.10 and just decides to turn around. So when it just creeps up like that, I noticed it's most likely to just keep going down because it needs to basically hit this new low at 13.397. Wherever this lower Bollinger Band is, I noticed is where it's going to be hitting. Like it has to go past it a bit before going back up again on my chart. Now this double Fibonacci is, I didn't know whether, you know, Bitcoin's going up or down, but it looks like it's going to keep going up, down. So it did hit my resistance level here, which was good. And now it's kind of like starting to hit another support line here. But, you know, honestly, I don't think it's going to go back up very much, you know, probably maximum about half before it starts going back down again. So these are there's two very strong candles, volume trading candles, both here and here. It looks like it's going to be pretty consistent, but if it does continue going down on the slow moving RSI on the weekly, it's looking like it's going to go past the this value here at, can't see because this chart's in the way, at it's at 25.73. So when that happens, if that happens, then that's a new low for Bitcoin, and that means it's going to keep moving past, because it's going to keep moving past this, wherever it goes now. If it goes past 25.73 and that price hits, you know, around like the 13,000 mark, it's not going to be over, because the slow moving RSI has to show a pattern of losing momentum in the future around here, right? It has to, like I said before, like it has to show a pattern of losing momentum. This is going to drop down to a higher low before picking up again and marking in a bullish pattern for the future, putting an end to this bear cycle. So until that happens, you know, I'm just waiting. But, you know, the 6 hour and the 3 hour are pretty strong, higher time frame areas to look at when you're looking at a bounce, especially here, both here and here. You know, I could be wrong. Look at this strong volume candle on the 6 hour. So, you know, it's not like exactly a perfect prediction, but, you know, I thought, you know, Bitcoin was going to hit around the 20,000 mark, but, you know, I don't know. So what I did was I came in the I don't want your prize pool, buddy, Bitcoin. I don't know why it's bringing me over there, but anyways, so I came in a bit early at, let's see, 19,825, and, you know, it's coming down for a retest on the 5 minute. We can just zoom in super close. The reason why I took this trade was because this here, if you look at the volume candle, the volume trade here, it's 118. It's a bit higher than all the others in the past since this kind of new low. So, you know, I wanted to take advantage of that, and it was the same volume around 136 as the bounce. Comes up, doesn't hit the over, oh yeah, it does hit the overbought area and then decides to go back down. But when it decides to go back down, look, it hits this kind of new resistance, support line here. So in the future, like the RSI goes back down, kind of confirming a momentum, because it doesn't actually go past the Bollinger Band here. This is a great entry point. You know, that's where I came in. I came in at 19.825. So in the future, like from this point on, it should all grow green here, but it doesn't. You know, it's not a breakout. It just looks like kind of a slow moving upward momentum. So this is going to be very slow, actually, a slow growth. I'm probably gonna put in my stop loss at this point here, where I think the resistance is, which is 19,800, and do my meditation, because it's morning. It's 4 o'clock in the morning now, and no, it's actually 5 o'clock in the morning now, and then I'm due. So, you know, I was looking for kind of a breakout before when I hit this video live, so it's not really going. You know, if I do lose, if it does go past this little support line, it's gonna keep going down. I'll probably make it a call to as a new breakout. So very interesting. So we can just digress here and go off. I'm gonna show you the stock market. That's not it. Sorry, guys. It's actually here. The US 100 index. The market's opening up pretty soon. Let's extend those lines over. Chart setting. Where's my Fibonacci? Visibility, style, extend lines to the right, keep going. Very cool. This is after the 0.168, this blue area here. You know, the slow moving RSI comes to a new high, loses momentum, classic, and then just falls. Hits reset around here, marks a new support line, tries to go back up again, and then falls again. I'm looking for this downward trend to keep going all the way down. If we look at the daily, you know, this was just like a little correction. It needed to go back up, really oversold. If it was a strong bull, it would keep going up, but it wasn't. It just kind of peaked over the 70 mark, hit 71, and just took a nosedive with some very bearish volume candles following that. So, you know, to me, this isn't over. I think it's going to keep going down, hitting its new support line here. And, you know, along with Bitcoin, they seem to be going very in sync with each other. The US 100, so that includes NASDAQ and New York Stock Exchange. So it's not over, folks. it is not over. You gotta look at higher time frames like the weekly to see when. Look at that. See, it didn't even breach the top Bollinger Band. You know, that's just a good, to me, that looks like a good little indication that there's a lot of downward momentum coming through in the future. So let's get out of the stock market. I actually came in around here and sold. I thought it was gonna just hit the green support line, so I sold a bit early. But you know, that's fine. At least I made a little gain, which is good. And I'll put those trades up later. So, anyways, guys, look, again, I'm not a professional trader. This is just speculation. This is just a hobby. I'm taking trash from the beach and the roads, converting that into cash, investing that, and turning it into a profit. Now I've got a good $600 still left after my trade. I started with 80, so it's actually been doing pretty good these past few weeks. Got about 200%. And put in a bit of extra cash the other day. And now I'm just riding the wave. Riding the wave. Look at the 1 minute. Like the downward's not over. It's losing momentum. Alright, y'all, sorry I could not produce a profit during this little short video live. In the future, once I get followers, looks like I have none, but I'll definitely end up keeping it live, and so I can show you guys how to produce a profit, how I produce a profit. I don't want to show you anything. I can't teach you anything really. I don't want to be held responsible for any trades, copying my trades or anything, but you know, this is just a hobby. So alright guys, anyways, look, so hit that subscribe button, please support me. I'm just trying to make a profit from other people's litter, other people's trash, other people's rubbish, and show you that along the way. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Just have a good one, man. Have a good week.